Issues in Technology and the Environment curriculum spiel. I'm Dr. Lark, and this is the year 2021. Welcome. So this class is really about giving students a chance to connect technology and the environment. So the man-made items and the natural world. The way that this class works is going to really give students a chance to research issues they care about, go really deep in those, and create their own projects to help them become solution finders, things that they can take with them when they graduate and apply just about to any job that they have. So we have a timeline for projects. Because of remote learning, we're starting off with TED Talks on these issues in technology and the environment. So students are writing those and coming up with things that are really interesting to them, kind of getting their juices flowing as far as what topics are important. Then next, we're going to move into some project management and other practices to help students understand how to carve their work and how to follow through with those plans and what to do with their great ideas. Then from about the beginning of November through the end of the semester, students will be tasked with their first project and completing that. And then in February and March, they will do a second project. And then April through June, their third and final project. And so those three projects will be free choice in topic. Students will just have to fulfill certain expectations as far as outlining and tracking their work and coming up with a completed final piece that they're sharing for assessment. But we're going to try to give as much choice as we can in this situation, assuming that we're able to do these things in the learning environments that will come throughout this very, very different kind of year. The standards that will come in this course are from the Science and Engineering Practices in the NGSS standards. We also have our technology standards from ISTE, and then we have some Common Core state standards that are specifically about when you're reading and writing in science and technical subjects. Grading for this course is similar to all the other courses in iTech, where on the standards, students who are meeting them at the high school level will receive a 3. If they are consistently going above and beyond in all of their work, they will receive a 4. If they are close, but not quite there, that is a 2. And if they need extensive support to demonstrate their learning, that will be a 1. It's important to know that grading on these projects will be rubric-based. Students, as we move forward in the class, will be writing the rubrics together as a class. So that will be something exciting for them to own the processes that they're working on. Know that we give multiple attempts at iTech, and we will do that. However, keep in mind that since this class is project-based specifically, and students are in charge of their projects, it's going to be really challenging for them to go back and work on a past project or make that up, because it's something that's going to be really big and complex in scope with what they do. And so just trying to keep that in mind. And then in consistency, students are trying to demonstrate a skill set that they're bringing. More than memorizing any facts or any content or becoming experts in one type of aspect of technology and the environment, they're trying to consistently demonstrate that they can look at a problem, deconstruct it into important parts, and then come up with solutions and demonstrate their learning. So that key comes through communication, making sure that they are showing the path of their work throughout the semester. So that's going to be really important for them. And then lastly, self-assessment, looking back on what they did and finding those nuggets of evidence in that learning and making sure that they share that. So for the first project, as I mentioned, we're doing TED Talks on one issue in technology and the environment. The first graded assignment they will have is an annotated bibliography due next Wednesday, the 23rd. So students will start working on it this week and then finish it up the 23rd, showing that they're able to research sources and cite those sources appropriately in support of what they're talking about. The TED Talks themselves are going to take place in the first half of October. I will have students schedule a time ahead of time when they are either going to give their TED Talk live or show a recording of them giving it live. We're just waiting to find out a little more information about conference scheduling so that I know which days students can present those talks. Some keys for success: be ready to learn today's material today. That's going to be very important as students get into their independent projects, that they're staying on top of things, that they're scheduling themselves appropriately and setting really great goals and meeting those goals so that they don't get behind. The other one is to submit their work on time, because that's going to allow them the greatest chance to get feedback from me, feedback from each other, and make sure that they're putting together a complete project. And then lastly, to email me when they're struggling or they're behind or they need support. Earlier the better, so that we're not trying to scramble at the end and make things work. So I send out mostly weekly newsletters to let families know as we get into the year and students get into the more independent projects. I may not send them out as often, but I'll still keep you aware of where students should be in the project, maybe some talking points to check in with them. And it just gives you a chance to reply back to me with any questions that you might have about your students' learning or their progress in the class. For office hours, I have partnered up with Mr. Rogers at the high school. We're holding them together. We have them Tuesday morning and afternoon, Wednesday morning, and Thursday after school. As of right now, they are all drop-in, so students can come whenever they need help from either Mr. Rogers or myself. As we go forward, though, in this very different learning environment, we may have to adjust or change those, but we'll keep you informed of that. I ask students to email me. That's the best way to get in touch with me. It helps me keep track of their communications and make sure I get back to them. And it helps me connect them with families, teachers, other people if they need that as well. So they can email me or you can email me at any time. Thank you for your attention in this video. I know this is a very different year and there's so many unknown things about it, but I know that together we are going to have a cool year and students are going to make just really great stuff. And I'm very excited to see what comes of the class. So any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I hope to see you soon.